Hi guys, welcome back to snt-networks. In today's video, we will discuss about application onboarding. We have basically if you you're in a company, you're working as a business analyst or identity access management associate, or if even if you're working as a software developer, right, or your deployment specialist in networking. So you will come across any feature called application onboarding, or even if you're in infosec, by the way. Okay, so what happens is, just let's take a simple flow. This video will be an overview about application onboarding, and we'll try to give you an overview in less than 5 minutes. Okay, so when you have a new application, just for example, you take an application called Oracle ERP, very widely used. So if you have an Oracle ERP tool which is to be used by your colleagues or by the whole company, right? So in that case, what happens is we identify the application, correct? Then you have a questionnaire which will be filled by the stakeholders. The stakeholders will be, the authority, the holding authority from your company. So if it's related to InfoSec, it will be your ITO, BSO. If it's related to software side, it will be your software managers, right? Directors, InfoSec team, right? All these people will be your people who will fill up your questionnaire. Now the task will be validation. So there will be, a business analyst in between who will validate the questionnaire if there is anything missing, or if you want to make sure that, if there is anything missing or if some other requirement is there, you will cross check with them and then validate the questionnaire that it's filled correctly. Okay. By the way, all of these will have subsequent SLAs. Okay. All of these are SLA bound. Okay. Then you have key exchange. Now, what is key exchange? Basically, public keys will be shared for data transfer. Because just for example, you're trying to build an app. So you have ERP, but you'll not use ERP directly as it is. You will make some changes in the ERP, right? And then pass it on to your employees for them to use the application, correct? Now for that, you will basically produce a key so that you can have a secure data transfer between the people who are going to produce it and how it will be sent. Okay, so the key is to be made before you basically try to test it out or create the or basically modify the application. Okay, so this is one part, and then what happens is, so you have UAT. UAT is basically user acceptance testing. Okay, okay, user acceptance testing is basically, wherein your testers, once the application is made, right, and sent to the by the developer, right, to the basic testing team, or if it's even if it's ERP, it will be sent to a bunch of users to test the application out and let them know if there is any issue. Okay, so both the developer tester and a bunch of users will test it ideally, right? It's in pre-prod mode, and in production, it will basically be moved into production after the UAT testing is done. Like the users have accepted it, and you move into production. Once you are in production, what happens is you basically again you have a monitoring period of SLA that the application went smooth for 4 weeks. Okay. Once the application went smooth for 4 weeks, again you will have a sign off from your ERP team, right? Your stakeholders. Now, what are your stakeholders? It's ITO, BSO, right? Your developers, directors, managers, etc., etc. Okay, infosec team. So this is your basic workflow. A new application, you run into questionnaire. Questionnaire is nothing but a document which will have all the details, right? The price of every feature that you're using, modification of every feature, what are you going to use? How much time will it take to basically, onboard the application, from when to when you're using it? It will have everything. Then you validate if the questionnaire is filled properly. The task is usually done by business analyst, right? Or your analyst or the basic analyst. Then you move on to key exchange when the file is securely transferred from the prod team, or you can say the development team, to the testing and all the other folks, right? And in the UAT, it's user acceptance testing, wherein you test if the application is, passed or not, like if it works finely or not. It will be tested by developers, testers, and a bunch of what do you call, users, right? Basically it's like beta version testing. Then you move into prod. Prod is nothing but production. And once it is passed that no issues have been found, you're going to sign off. Sign off will be signed by ERP and the stakeholders. Why do we have ERP here? Because the app is definitely by ERP, right? So the ERP or the Oracle team. So this is basically a simple application onboarding process, and I think this everyone needs to know. So this is again a very simple process. I hope this was helpful. If you have any doubts, please do let me know. We had a bunch of series called IAM Access and the application onboarding. So we'll finish this series off with these two videos. So if you have any issues, please do let me know. Thank you.